Next up on our look at the ASUN is Stetson University. Their sixth-year head coach is Corey Williams. He's joined by one of the few seniors on the roster in Rain McKeithon. And first of all, Coach, you have a lot of new players on the roster this year. Divine Miles, your top scorer all time, graduated last year. Talk about some of the challenges with this year, but also what you're excited about.
Well, you know, when you lose guys like Divine Miles, who you could give the ball to and you felt like he could go score a basket, that certainly is a big loss for our team. Also with Angel Rivero getting in the heart of the defense, finding guys for open shots. When you lose guys like that, they're hard to replace. But fortunately for us, we had some guys that were waiting in the wing that we feel are just as good, if not better, with their ability and their knowledge of the game. So we feel like we're headed in the right direction. We certainly got a long way to go. These guys are sophomores, freshmen, we got some juniors, and then we got one long senior. So we have a little short period of time to try to get it all together, but so far so good, still a long way to go.
What have you liked about how Rain has helped in terms of his leadership with the group this year as one of the upper class players?
Well, you know, Rain has come along real well. You know, last year he didn't play as much. First game, he had a good outing. You know, heading to sophomore year. This year, he's learned how to fight through adversity. He's stronger. He's more mature. He has a defensive presence to our basketball team, along with his ability to be able to score. So I'm excited about him because he helps us in terms of our defensive mindset. With toughness and tenacity, and also he's a smart young man who understands the game. So I'm looking forward to big things from him as we move forward. That's why his teammates voted him as one of our captains.
What does that mean to you to be a captain, Rain, and what do you like about this team?
It means a lot to be a captain. I really like the many weapons we have with this team, a lot of athleticism, a lot of length. We can really play fast and get out, and I feel like we can jump out on a lot of teams before the game even starts. So I feel like we can compete with just about anybody in the country.
One of the players who did return from last year is Abayomi Ibiola. Coach, how has he grown? I know he's a preseason all-conference player, and a lot is thought of him.
Well, he's grown a lot. You know, one of the things that we've tried to help, we call him Bebe, with is just slowing down. He plays with a high level of energy, enthusiasm, and sometimes gets him in trouble. But from a athleticism standpoint and from a person who gives nothing less than 110%, he's done that since he's been here. And he continues to progress and understand the game a little bit better. And certainly we need him to do some wonderful things for us to have an opportunity to win some ball games in Atlantic Sun.
How have you seen, Rain? How have you seen Bebe grow this year?
Bebe has grown a lot. He's gotten a lot smarter with his shot selection, when to shoot the ball, when to pass it back out. He's played a lot better on defense and being a help. He's really a good presence on the inside for us.
You've got a lot of new guys on the roster, Coach, a mix of transfers, junior college kids, freshmen. Who are the guys that you think will have more of an immediate impact?
Well, I think when you look at guys like Jaleel, Raleigh, and Marquise Sumner, those guys are very skilled offensively, and they provide some toughness and some athleticism. I think those guys are mature enough to come in and get quality minutes. Then you have a guy like Ricardo, who is we call him, he has a old school game, but very proficient behind the three-point line, and he has length and size. So the young freshman that we brought in is a shooter that can really shoot it from the perimeter. And we're excited about those guys, but also we're excited about Ricky Guti, who sat out this past season, that will allow us in the inside to do some things. He has good post moves, he can rebound, he's athletic, high energy. We just need him to be a defensive presence for us and help us score some basket in that paint. So we're excited about all our guys. We're certainly glad to have those guys to join us. And we're hoping that as we progress, that they can have a huge impact in what we're trying to do as a basketball program.
And Stetson will begin play on the floor for real on November the 7th.